Hello aqua friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Nicole and I have a frosty forest for you today. I've been trying out this new watercolor paper called Beihong. It is a cold press 140-pound block, 5x7, and I'm actually really impressed with the performance of this paper. It's a lot like Arches at a fraction of the cost. If you're interested, you can look in the description of this video, and I do have a link for that from Amazon. Let's get started here with our project. So we are going to do two techniques today. We're going to work wet on wet, and I have a very limited palette. I like to start off by wetting my paper with either a flat brush or a really good round squirrel hair brush like I'm using here. And I started off with burnt sienna. And now I'm putting in all the branches and the big areas of the background out of focus forest, like in the reference photo. As I start to paint the medium and small size branches, I'm switching to smaller brushes, as you can see. So everything is still fading very nicely. It's very soft and out of focus. So I'm putting one layer down of the main trees that are going to be in this picture. I will be going over those wet on dry. I just wanted to get one layer down so that when we do our second layer, it will be a lot darker. And you don't have to really worry about it bleeding and being fuzzy like that because, like I said, we will go over it again. So once your paper completely dries, I'm taking a very thick mixture of the sepia and I'm redrawing in those main tree trunks like I see in the reference photo. So notice with the size of the trees I'm painting with a larger brush. As I start to paint in the more smaller details, I will eventually switch my brush so that I could get those more defined and smaller size branches. So I'm switching to a calligraphy brush and I'm trying to conscientiously grab that brush from the top parts to the middle parts and have a very loose hand with it. If you hold your brush up towards the top, it forces you to paint in a more loose manner, and your branches will look a lot more organic and more realistic that way. So you could put as many branches as you want. There is some really nice light shining through in the background, so I don't want to cover that up too much. But a few gestures here and there of these wispy branches does make it look really nice. So there are some leaves, the dead leaves on the tree, they're still sort of hanging on there, and I'm putting that in with my burnt sienna. And it actually looks like a pretty cool forest as is. So you can leave it like this, but I did like that frosty look like in the reference photo. And it was a last minute decision. You could go over some of the branches with some opaque white like I did, and you get that frosty sort of look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you're not subscribed, then hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more fun tutorials. See you guys next week.